Okay, well, here we are. It's a new semester. My name is Dr. Barry Liss. You can call me Dr. Liss or Professor Liss, or if you feel compelled, you could call me Barry. This is Introduction to Public Speaking, and it is a fully online course. And I'd like to explain really what's going to happen in the next 16 weeks. And here's my contact information. I'll put everything on the syllabus, which is more detailed. This is my office phone, and what happens is that, you'll call it, I won't be there, but you'll leave a message, and immediately that message is emailed to me. And then I'll get back to you. The text for the class is Nate Crick's Rhetorical Public Speaking, Civic Engagement in the Digital Age. In addition to that, I will be emailing you, or posting, I should say, uh, additional readings that will complement the crit text. Um, I would like you to upload your speeches to your own personal YouTube page, and I will be explaining more about that later. I think what that entails is that you're going to have to go create your own YouTube channel, and I think after that things are pretty self-explanatory. I mean, the reason I am not going to use Canvas is because Canvas it's an educational platform, and we need to look at videos, and just YouTube is designed for exactly what we need. All right, here are the basic assignments, and they're spread out over the 16-week course. You have four speeches. The first two speeches don't require outlines, but then the informative and the persuasive speech all require outlines. And this doesn't count your introduction speech, which you have to give this week and upload to YouTube. And so, in addition to these four graded speeches, which, as you can see, that's the bulk of your grade, there will be three additional quizzes, and they'll take place weeks 6, 11, and 16. So not for a while. And if you're chomping at the bit to get started for the stuff for quiz 1, I will be uploading the lectures this week, but you can just start reading your text. And for your text, I think uh, if it's in bold, because it's a textbook, it's super definitional. If it's in bold, you want to sketch out the definition of that and have a general sense of what it means. And I mean, you're like the text about rhetorical public speaking, it has a lot of lists, and I'm not real keen on lists, but I think I'm generally pretty good at telling you guys like what you're going to need to study for the various quizzes. And you could see there's peer assessments. And so you're going to be, I'm going to break out the class into various cyber groups, and you're going to be offering constructive criticisms to your peers. And then last is a rather short, maybe like 1 to 2 pages, a kind of self-assessment paper where I'm going to ask you to rewatch your videos, and you give yourself a kind of critique. Right? Like all these videos are uploaded, you have them, you've done them, and it shouldn't be hard at all to write a good assessment of your experience in the class. Okay, well, lectures will be uploaded as PowerPoint. So what I like to do is I like to talk over text. When I give my introduction speech, and I'll probably do that in the next couple of days because I think yours is due on Friday. When I give my introduction speech, you'll get to see my face and my hand gestures and get a sense of what I look like. Other than that, this is going to be essentially the framework for the course. PowerPoint lectures, which are pretty short, I must say. I tend not to go on for like more than like 10, 15 minutes tops, and often not even that. The quizzes will be based on the lectures and the materials. I'm really leaning toward utilizing Proctorio. So, one of the expectations that you have to deal with is this is an online class. And what that means is you have to have a computer that can, and you have to have the internet and all the technology that can handle an online class. And you need to have a camera and you need to have a microphone and you need to be able to get a hold of all the material, which means you have to be at least some of the time in a Wi-Fi zone. Um, and like last semester when we switched over to everything online, I think like a lot of students didn't have the capabilities to negotiate the online environment. But you guys, you have to because from the get-go, you're already signing up for an online class with all the expectations. So, um, let me know if that's going to be a problem because I think one of the ways around that would be for you to use the computer technology on campus or to reach out and maybe check out some technology because I think uh, we want to make this as user friendly as possible. So Canvas will be the grounding for all the materials in the course, and that's kind of mandated by the university. I have to stick things on Canvas. But again, you guys need YouTube, right? YouTube is a video technology that was kind of built as a framework for storing and watching videos. And I mean, I think Canvas is super maddening because I don't know about you guys, but I often can't figure out like how to make the page bigger, and it's super slow to upload things. And essentially, I'll stop complaining about it. So your first assignment, and it's due this Friday, and I already put it into Canvas, is your introduction speech. And so what I want you to do, I want you to as I said, you got to create a YouTube channel, and the speech should only be about 90 seconds to 2 minutes. 90 seconds to 2 minutes, and you just want to tell us about yourself. You want to talk about things like your major and your family and where you were brought up and what is significant in your life, what's important to you, what are like your goals, and how do you see yourself in maybe 10 or 20 years, um, and just you you probably want to sketch some things down. And as I said, before, I think I guess on Thursday I'll put my introduction speech up, and you can go check that out. And this shouldn't take very long, and it shouldn't be something you drive yourself crazy about. And I'm not graded other than whether or not you did it. So you can just relax and tell us about yourself. And so again, the idea would be 90 seconds to 2 minutes. I think that's about it. And you can email me for questions. This is an asynchronous class, so it's not like I'm going to lecture in real time. However, I'm super happy to meet and talk with you guys in real time. I mean, I'm really I'd like to think anyway that I'm really good about getting back to emails and interacting with students, and I enjoy it. So you get in touch with me, and I want this to be as as engaging and interesting and developmental as possible. And so what? We have this weird semester because of COVID. Well, we all have to live and we have to make the best of it. And that's what I want to do with this class. So whatever you do, do not be a stranger. Get in touch with me if you have any questions.